For years, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have been one of Hollywood's most beloved couples, funny, charismatic, and seemingly untouchable. From charming red carpet appearances to viral social media banter, they've built an image as the industry's power couple who can do no wrong. Fans admired their wit, envied their romance, and praised their philanthropic efforts. But behind the glossy surface, a far more complex and now controversial narrative has started to emerge. Something has changed in recent months. Murmurs from within the entertainment industry have turned into whispers, and whispers into bold declarations. Fellow actors, creators, and insiders are beginning to speak out, carefully, cautiously, but clearly. They're breaking their silence on what they describe as the controlled perfection surrounding Blake and Ryan. And at the center of this growing storm are allegations of intimidation, strategic legal pressure, and behind the scenes behavior that doesn't quite match the public image the couple has maintained for so long. While neither Blake nor Ryan has commented directly, their legal teams have allegedly been active in addressing online content, especially from small creators and independent voices who've dared to critique their actions. Some of these creators have claimed they were met with legal notices or veiled threats simply for sharing opinions. Others say they were discouraged from speaking about certain industry events involving the couple. And now well-known actors are stepping into the conversation, some with subtle shade, others with clear frustration. One former co-star hinted at industry manipulation during a press interview. Another actor stated, "Image is everything in Hollywood, but truth matters more." The tone has shifted, the silence has broken. Why now? Perhaps it's because Hollywood itself is changing. The era where power was protected by fear is crumbling. The voices once muted by influence are growing louder, and some of them are coming from within the very circle Blake and Ryan have long called home. This isn't just a drama about a couple, it's about the power of narrative, the ethics of influence, and the growing refusal of insiders to look the other way. When actors, especially A-listers, begin to challenge the status quo, it's worth paying attention, because it signals that something real is happening behind the scenes, something more than gossip, something that could reshape how we view even the most polished public figures. As the spotlight turns away from the red carpet and onto the real-life implications of celebrity control, the question becomes, how much of what we believe about our favorite stars is true? And how much is a carefully crafted illusion? Get ready, because what you're about to hear will challenge the fairy tale and uncover the reality behind Hollywood's most picture-perfect pair. For years, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were considered Hollywood's golden couple, a picture of wit, charm, and class. They built a brand around their wholesome image, playful banter on social media, generous charity work, and raising a beautiful family out of the spotlight. But as often happens in Hollywood, not everything is as it seems behind closed doors. Recently, murmurs have grown into bold statements, as several respected actors have stepped forward to voice their unease about certain actions taken by Blake and Ryan, actions described as strategic, controlling, and at times deeply unsettling. This wave of discomfort didn't erupt overnight. For months, insiders whispered about potential intimidation tactics, legal silence, and strained friendships, allegedly all tied to controversies involving power and influence in the entertainment industry. And while most celebrities remained quiet, hoping to avoid backlash, a few courageous voices are now stepping forward to break the silence. Why now? Why are actors choosing this moment to come clean about their experiences and observations? The answer seems rooted in the growing awareness within Hollywood that silence can sometimes be complicity, and that even beloved public figures must be held to a fair standard when lines are crossed. Today, we explore the controversial actions that are raising eyebrows and the celebrities who are finally speaking their truth. One of the most surprising aspects of this unfolding story involves the alleged legal pressure some actors and content creators claim to have faced. While Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have always maintained a pristine public image, reports suggest that certain individuals, including lesser-known creators, were served with legal notices or requests to retract content that painted the couple in a less than perfect light. Some sources claim that the legal approach, though entirely within their rights, felt like an effort to silence criticism rather than address misinformation. One actor who wished to remain anonymous reportedly said, "It's one thing to correct a false claim, it's another to create a culture of fear where no one feels comfortable speaking freely." According to these accounts, even fellow actors were discouraged from commenting on public controversies surrounding the couple, especially if their opinions differed from the carefully curated image Blake and Ryan portray. This strategy, if true, suggests a calculated effort to control narratives, a tactic that might have worked in the past but is now being challenged. As social media grows more decentralized, creators and fellow celebrities are realizing they don't need to stay silent anymore. Some are even using their platforms to share how they personally experienced or observed moments that didn't quite match the couple's idealized public persona. The first celebrity to offer a subtle yet pointed comment was a well-known actress who once worked alongside Blake. In an interview for an unrelated film, she was asked about the importance of honesty in Hollywood friendships. Her reply: "There's a big difference between image and integrity. Some people play the game well, but not everyone's playing fair." While she didn't mention names, fans quickly speculated her comments were directed toward Lively and Reynolds, especially given their past on-screen collaborations. That clip went viral within hours, sparking a larger conversation. Soon after, another actor known for his blunt opinions stated in a podcast, "There are power couples who lead with kindness and humility, and then there are those who lead with control. Guess which is more dangerous?" His words ignited even more speculation. These cryptic remarks, while careful to avoid direct accusation, suggested a broader discomfort brewing behind the scenes. The takeaway: not everyone in Hollywood is buying into the Lively Reynolds brand anymore. As more voices trickled in, fans began revisiting old interviews, red carpet moments, and talk show appearances looking for clues. Body language experts weighed in. Analysts decoded social media subtweets. Suddenly, what once looked like playful banter between a loving couple was being reevaluated as something potentially more performative and calculated. One of the strongest shifts in the narrative happened when a few mid-tier actors openly expressed support for the smaller creators allegedly affected by the couple's legal maneuvers. They don't have the resources to fight back, said one television star during a live stream. And it's not about defamation, it's about being intimidated into silence. This comment sparked widespread attention, particularly within the digital creator community. It raised questions about the balance of power and the ethics of celebrity influence. Is it fair for public figures, no matter how famous, to use their legal teams to push back against opinions or commentary? Another actor who had worked with Ryan in the past posted a carefully worded statement on Instagram. "When your image matters more than the people impacted by it, that's when you've lost your way." He later clarified that the statement was about general industry behavior, but fans connected the dots. Meanwhile, audiences are asking an important question: should actors and creators be afraid to speak openly, especially if their opinions are based on first-hand experiences? The answer from most of Hollywood appears to be a resounding no, and that unity is creating an unexpected wave of resistance, one that even Blake and Ryan's media power may not be able to control this time. So what happens next for Hollywood's once unshakable power couple? Public relations experts suggest this could be a defining moment. If the couple chooses to engage transparently, respond to concerns respectfully, and allow open dialogue without resorting to legal action, they might be able to restore public trust. However, if the pattern of narrative control continues, they risk alienating fans and peers alike. The entertainment world is shifting. Audiences are more critical, more informed, and less tolerant of manipulative behavior, especially when it's used to maintain an image at the cost of others. As one rising actor shared in a recent interview, "We used to be afraid of rocking the boat. Now we realize that staying silent only helps the ones holding the oars." Blake and Ryan's situation is a lesson for all public figures. Transparency, humility, and accountability matter more than perfection.